Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to day 9 of the 10-day paperclip ring making challenge. Today we're making some sweet flower rings with paper clips. We're going to start by opening up the paper clip. This is a standard size paper clip, 28 millimeter size, and we're going to slowly open it up with our flat pliers. Go very slowly around the curve so it doesn't get kinked up. If you don't have a paper clip, you can use 3 3/4 inches of half hard wire in 20 gauge, or if your wire is softer, you can use 18 gauge. So straighten out the paper clip, and if you want to do it by hand without your tools, just push on the little rounded areas with your thumb to straighten them out. So like I said, go slowly with it. Just go around the curves very slowly to straighten out that whole paper clip. And then flip it around and do the rest of it, pushing the curve with your thumb and your finger. We'll take our colored paper clip and just turn the end gently with our round pliers, and we're going to start the petals. So take the same round pliers and just turn the end in a little curve. Remember to be very gentle with the paper clips because the color can rub off and get scratched. So we're just going to go back and forth. And also when you open the paper clip, be sure to do it by hand rather than with your flat pliers. You just want to be as gentle as possible to do the curves in one fell swoop, just back and forth. And we're going to make a 5-petaled flower. Very simple. Go back and forth until we have all of our petals. We're just going to go in and out. And so once we get to the center, you have 2 choices. For the first one, I just curved around the end, and then we're going to pull it a little bit more to close that little loop at the back. We'll have 2 loops on top of each other, and then we're going to get our flush cutters and we will clip that end just to remove a little bit that's left over, and press it gently with our flat pliers. And there we have our little daisy. And to make the band, we'll take one of the silver paper clips and bring it around. I like to bring it around about 1 size smaller than my actual finger size because it bounces back a bit. And we're going to bend one end up at a right angle, measure the distance you need for the flower, and then take the other one and bend it straight up. So now we're ready to put the flower on there. We'll just stick it in 2 of the petals, place it on the ring mandrel, and bring the ends over. So just push them down, and that will secure the flower in place. So now we'll take the end and we'll just give it a little tug, and I'm just going to bend it back and forth to break the end off. You can clip it with your cutters. Both methods work. And now push that end in and get our flush cutters to clip it. And from there, we are going to push the little pokey ends in so they're not scratchy. Put it back on the ring mandrel to make sure it's a nice shape. And then we'll put it on our finger. Such a sweet little ring. Now, if you want to finish it without 2 loops, we're just going to clip one end flush with our flush cutters, and then that way that little end will just sit right beside the loop there. This flower will sit a little more flat on your finger, so just line them up so it's flush. And you can get your flat pliers just to gently straighten them out a little bit. Be very gentle. And there is your other flower. And so now for the all silver one, we're going to take an opened up paper clip and make the flower in the same method, starting with the inside loop. And then we're going to go back and forth to form the petals. And just keep going. Use the tip to do the inside of the petal and a slightly larger part of the pliers to do the outside, so they're a little more rounded. And we are going to do 5 petals. Just bring it around. So there's the shape, and then we're going to take the end and bend it up at a right angle. And from there we're going to clip it quite short to about 1/8 to 1/4 inch, depending on your bead, and then slip that end through the loop in the middle of the flower. So just pull it right up there, so it's sticking right up through the loop, and there's no gap between the loop and the flower. Use your flat pliers just to adjust it. Straighten it all up. We want it to sit as flat as possible so the little end is sticking up. And now we're going to dip it in some jewelry glue and pop on a 4mm bead. This is a cat's eye bead, so we're just going to slide it right on there so the glue goes right inside. Give it a good little push with your thumbs. Now we still have a little teeny end sticking out, so we will get our flush cutters and cut that super flush, just to remove that little sharp end so it sits right in the bead. Super simple. And then again, we're going to get the mandrel and form the band, bring it around, same way we did the first one. Hold the end and bring it up at a right angle. And from there, we'll just get our flower, and we're going to measure the distance and bring the other one straight up at a right angle, so it's all ready to receive the flower. And then we'll just pop the flower on, putting the ends in opposite petals, put it back on the ring mandrel, and then take the end and just bend it over to secure the flower in place. And then from there, we'll get our flat pliers and give it a little tug and clip that end with our flush cutters. And then get our flat pliers again and give the other end a little tug. Just want to get it nice and tight in there and clip it with the flush cutters to remove the extra wire. And after that, we will get our flat pliers again. We want to get rid of those pokey little ends. Just give it a little pinch. And there's our super cute little flower with the bead in the middle. I have another 10-day paperclip challenge that I'm going to link up in the description below, and all kinds of other resources of where you can find materials, wire, beads, tools, and templates and tutorials in my Etsy DIY shop. So thanks again for watching. Have fun with the paperclip rings, and we'll see you the next time.